Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Elijah Talks Football and welcome to another video. I hope the guys are doing all right. If you're a Chelsea fan, I know you're not doing all right we're, because we were down to 10 men. We seem to feel tight in the second half. We like that creativity, we like to fight this, and yeah, just not good enough. If you're a Newcastle fan, I know you must be smiling and laughing at this video right now, especially since you guys put four past Chelsea, which you've never done before. So yeah, I know you must be real happy. And as a Chelsea fan, I have to say well done to you because you showed up in this game. Even though you had more interest in Chelsea, you weren't scared of us. You showed heart, fight, desire, passion. You took your chance to put in the back of the net, which we didn't do. You defended really well. You had a plan to frustrate Chelsea. You battered us, you smashed us. You deserve to win. You deserve some praise. So if you're a Newcastle fan, well done to you. As a Chelsea fan, these lot have broken me. These lot have really broken me. They made me feel like crying. They made me feel like getting my heart broken. They made me sick today, all of them. All of them. Because in the first half, it was a white. Yes, we could have been a goals down, but it was a white. Second half, much worse. Much worse. I don't know what Pochettino said at halftime, or I don't know what these players were doing. How comes you can hold on to a one like take a good result at the break, making it 1-1. Then in the second half, you decide to feel tired and just give up. Is that what big things do? Is that what you're supposed to do? Just give up? Because to me, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I gave you confidence. I thought we were gonna show up. I thought you guys are gonna show up some fight and and continue this performance like you did against City, Spurs, and all that stuff. But you didn't. And this is how you're gonna treat me and the fans that travel up to Newcastle. I hope every single Chelsea fan that made up to Newcastle, I hope they get refunded. I hope they get their money back. Because they don't deserve this. They don't. They have to travel 3 hours by train, or maybe 5 hours by drive to go up there and to see Chelsea getting a result and a performance. And none of them showed them today. I feel sorry for the fans because they don't deserve this. Because they gave the players much confidence, and they wanted them to do the same thing as they did against City. But they left me down. They let the fans down. Even Poch was absolutely shocking in this game. I do understand why Caicedo has been starting, but why is Gusto not in the squad? Where was he? Because Reece James was sent off, got 2 yellow cards. If Gusto was in that squad, I believe, that Gusto will come on to replace Reece James, but he didn't pick Gusto. I cannot blame all this from Poch because he was in the stands. Maybe I'll blame the assistant coach. But why is Gusto not in that team? Why? I don't get it. To me, the players are the ones that lost us this game, not the manager and not the assistant coach. Because he put out the formation that I predicted, but he made 2 changes. Badiashile started and Leslie Kuchuku started. So I cannot blame the manager. Or the only thing I could blame on is his subs, because none of them made an impact. None of it. And when we're down to 10 men, it looks like we just gave up. Because I don't know what those tactics were in the second half. It looks like we allowed Newcastle to have plenty of chances to score 3 or 4 goals in the second half, and we just seem to give up. I mean, it looks like we did what Spurs did against Chelsea when they went down to 9 men, and what Liverpool did. They just gave up. It's typical Chelsea, man. It really is. Here's what I'm telling you guys. For those of you that went for a Chelsea win, you have to be ashamed of yourselves because this is a difficult game. It really is. I do understand the confidence, but don't be too so confident because it will bite you back. It really would. That's why you saw me predicting a 1-1 draw. Because I would have thought that is we're not gonna win, but at least we're gonna at least show something in the second half and just like do something. But their heads dropped, all of them. None of these players deserve some praise today. Maybe Enzo Fernandez, I think maybe Leslie Kuchuku, and that's probably it. I cannot blame Sanchez as well. I just can't. So maybe him, Leslie Kuchuku, and Enzo are the only players. The rest of them was terrible, absolutely terrible. Nicholas Jackson missing. Sterling, yes, he scored that in the first half. I have to say he was all right, but the second half he was shocking, absolutely shocking. Cole Palmer, not his best performance today, not at his best. But I cannot only blame him. I just can't. But Cole Palmer, not at his best today, wasn't. Reece James, before the yellow card, before he got himself told, I thought he was all right. But he made that challenge, he let me down and he let the fans down. The only yellow card, and he decided to do that. It's an absolute foolishness from Reece James. So he let the team down. Kukueya started off really good, but after that, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Same thing for Thiago Silva. Same thing with Badiashile. Started off really well, but then after that, just fell asleep. All of them fell asleep. Even the subs fell asleep because Colwell got a yellow card straight away when he came off the bench. All of them fell asleep. And the thing is that how comes that you can have a decent performance against City, but cannot turn up against Newcastle, which are also a really good team? It just doesn't make any sense. It feels like going for the game. Because in the Arsenal game, we should have won, but we bought to that one, but at least we didn't lose. And then we lose against Brentford. It just doesn't make any sense. It's back to reality. It's like 1 step forward and 4 steps back. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It just don't. Because my head is all over the place. Just get me confused. It just really is. They made me sick today. They really have. Because defensively, that was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And you know what makes it worse? Is that this game was when was the international break. After that game was ended. Remember, I told you guys that international break is a good thing for Chelsea? Well, guess what? It ain't now. I absolutely hate the international break. I just hate it. Because when Chelsea play after the international break, they always don't seem to win. Today, we didn't win. The Arsenal game we've lost. I mean, we drew and we bottled that one. The Villa game we've lost. It's like, why is Chelsea always like to do like don't win games after the international break? Why, man? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, just thank goodness that there's no more international break until March, late in March. But I'm just getting the fact that should I have said that I hated rather than liking it? Because this just proves today like this just happens every single time. proves it. And it's getting to the point like I just give up. I just give up. When is Chelsea ever gonna get some wins after the international break? When? Because it looks like this could continue in March. When the international break is over, we're gonna get another loss. It looks like it's gonna continue over and over and over again. And I simply hate it. I simply hate it. Like, it just makes me sick. They just made me sick today. All of them. All of them. Apart from Enzo, Leslie Kuchuka, maybe Robert Sanchez, all of them make me sick today. Maybe Sterling too. But the rest of them were absolutely dreadful. They were disgusting and they were disgraceful. Embarrassing. And you feel we're going to be in the top five and win a trophy and play like that? Absolutely not. If you still think that Chelsea will finish in the top five, then you are deluded. The reason why I said Chelsea could finish in fifth place is because when I saw in pre-season, I told you guys I want to see them in the Premier League. But we ain't doing it. Yes, we got injuries, but that doesn't excuse the fact that we spend £1 billion, to make it look worse. It just doesn't make any sense. And this way, Todd Body needs to hand him shame as well, because he's winning Chelsea Football Club. Him. If Warren Buffett was here, he would have never spent £1 billion. He'd have never appointed Pochettino Potter, and he'd have never, ever sacked Tuchel this early. This is why I wish Warren Buffett came back to Chelsea. I just wish, but he can't return. He just can't, which is disappointing. But Todd Body, man, him, Pochettino, and Egg Bolly needs to fix up. Because if we keep on doing this year, it's either going to be the same position as last season or even worse. That is what it's going to be. So fans, it's time to wake up. It's time to realize that Todd Body is winning this for Chelsea. Not the players, not only the players or the manager. It is Todd Bowley, yeah, and the previous owner as well, Egg Barley, who is in that room as well. They are all ruining this. And like I said, if Todd Bowley keeps this up, then I can see the next few games putting out the banner and say we want Bowley out, say we want Bowley out. That's what I can see happening. And when people tell me he doesn't know anything about football, I thought they were. I listen. I didn't know about Todd Bowley, so I couldn't say oh well, we'll see what happens. But it looks like people were right when they told me this last season. They were right. Todd Bowley doesn't know anything about football. All he knows about American football, not English football, not proper football, only American. Oh, my head is gone at the moment. The goals. The first goal. Isak scored early. Once again, players were ball watching. Kukuya and Silva should have done better with that one. I don't know what they were thinking. But yeah, our goal, winning free kick from Sterling. I thought before that he was shocking, but then after that free kick, he looked a bit lively. So there we go. So yeah, winning free kick from Sterling. I think that game at halftime we should have taken the lead because, like I said, Jackson was shocking. Sterling, other than a free kick, was shocking. Conor Gallagher missed that chance. He had so many opportunities to take the lead at halftime, but that didn't happen. That really didn't happen. In the second half, I don't know what Pochettino was saying to them, or was it the players that were tired? I really don't know. But the second goal, once again, Lee Skag scored that goal. Much bait. He was with that brilliant header past Robert Sanchez. All by so amount of space once again. That's why defensively in this game we were good enough. We were absolutely horrendous, pathetic defending there. Then the third goal, a minute later, mistake from the back once again. Mistake at the back, and this time it's from Thiago Silva. I don't know what he was thinking. Passed it straight to who was it? Who scored that third goal? Let me just have a look. Give me a second. Who scored that third goal? Yeah, Joe Linton. As soon as I saw that third goal, I just lost it because I knew that Chelsea are getting back into this game and there's no point of getting a draw or win. As soon as I saw that mistake, I just knew it's done. Because every time I see mistakes like this, I just knew Chelsea aren't going to get wins and get decent results. Because, like I said, when is the last time that Chelsea made individual mistakes and won the game? When is it? If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below because I can't remember. And I've seen this time and time again. This season on the Pochettino, last season on the Potter, even Thomas Tuchel. I've seen this time and time again. We just need to cut it out, man, because it seriously irritates me and it makes me lose my confidence of going into this game thinking that Chelsea are going to get something. We need to cut it, man. Because every time I see this, I just always say to you guys, game over, no point of, Chelsea are not going to get back into this. Because I want them to really do well this season. I want them to not give up, to not drop their heads. But every time I see individual mistakes, our heads dropped. We used to be called the pride of London, but we're not anymore. Because we ain't showing it. We ain't. And it's seriously getting on my nerves now. It really is. We got Brighton next. If we play like that, we'll probably get destroyed by Brighton like they did last season. If we play like that. Honestly, man, our performances just needs to get better and better and better. Otherwise, we'll drop further down the table. So let me tell you this, yeah? Let me tell you something. If looking at the table, we're still 10th. But guess what? Yeah? Guess what? If Brentford, Wolves, and Crystal Palace win to oh no, Crystal Palace didn't win. But if Brentford and Wolves win their game, we could go from 10th to 12th. 10th to 12th. So this is what I'm saying. I told you guys at the beginning of the season, yeah? I even told you this last season. If Chelsea keep making individual mistakes, having bad performances, and not picking up decent points, we're going to drop further and further down below the table. And there's still people call me a fake fan. People still think I'm a fake fan, but I'm speaking pure facts. Look at the table, and if you think I'm lying, go and look at the table. We're on the same points. We're 1 point above Brentford and Wolves. If they win the next 2 games, we can go from 10th to 12th. So we're lucky that Crystal Palace didn't win. And who else? I think that's it. Because if Crystal Palace would have won today, they could have been above us. I would have been 11th, but still 10th. But like I said, we could be 12th by the end of this weekend. This Chelsea team is rotten. It stinks. It's the worst club in terms of the Big Six. And in terms of performances in the second half, much worse than the West Ham game. And that's got to be the worst performance I've ever seen so far on the Pochettino. Worst one. Yes, we've seen this against Forest and Villa, but we created so many chances. This game, we got dominated by Newcastle. A heads dropped in the second half. They scored 4 goals, which they never done against Chelsea. The biggest win. So that is it. That's got to be the worst performance, worst game I've ever seen. And this comes after the international break, which I absolutely hate. So you know what? I'm gonna say this once, I'm gonna say it again. I hate international break. I just hate it. I just hate it. Because the more I see this year, the more I think to myself, is Chelsea ever going to get to win after the international break? I thought tonight's going to be the night. I really thought. But it looks like it ain't. It ain't. So that's what I've got to say on that one. So yeah, I'm just absolutely fuming. I'm done. I'm disgusted. I'm angry. I just cannot take this anymore. I just can't. It just makes me sick. It really, really has. So there we go. And I do like to apologize for the last stream just cutting out. And to be honest with you, I wish it stayed like that because after what I saw, I didn't want to watch the rest of the second half. I really didn't, but I had to because of you guys. So that's why I fortunately had to put that back on. So, but yeah. So yeah, these players, disgusting, disgraceful. None of them deserves my respect. Even the fact that toughened up there, You ought to be ashamed of yourself. What if you were embarrassing? You didn't show the bad. You didn't fight. You didn't show honesty. You lacked that creativity. You guys were absolute fools and idiots. And you all of you need to hand him in shame, except for Robert Sanchez, Enzo Fernandez, and probably Leslie Kuchuku. That is it. And probably Sterling. Just a bit. All of you else had taken shame. Simple as that. Because it was absolutely embarrassing. It really is. Oh, guys, it's just another depressing video once again. Every time I see Chelsea lose, and I don't know where we go from here. We go Brighton next, and like I say, if we keep playing like that, we're gonna get destroyed by Brighton as well. So there we go. So honestly, I can't believe I had to wake up early to in for this. I just can't. I just cannot believe. So there you go. Well, Chelsea will have got a game tomorrow against Leicester. Going to be watching that game. And at least they'll be the only team that can not ruin my weekend like they always don't do. So yes, they can lose games, but at least they don't lose games and don't get battered. When they lose games, they will give it their all. If the men play like that against Barcelona women, they'll get absolutely destroyed. They will. So yeah, so Chelsea, we've got Leicester City going to be watching that game. And as always, I'm always going to predict a Chelsea win, and I feel like that's going to happen. And yeah, we'll still remain unbeaten. And then after that, they've got the international break as well. So there you go. It is what it is. So Chelsea men, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Chelsea women, just go out there and just make me feel happy once again, and just get that win. Because honestly, I just cannot get this out of my head. I just can't. I just can't. It's as simple as that. So there we go. Okay, so that is it, guys. That's the end of this depression and angry video once again. Big up to all of you that have watched the stream and subscribing as well. Don't forget to do the same thing for this video. Give it a thumbs up. It's despite Chelsea just getting absolutely smashed by Newcastle. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, click the share button. I want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Just let me know if you agree or disagree with everything I said about this. So there you go. Right, guys, got to head off. Another depressing day. Chelsea were embarrassing. You guys are an absolute disgrace. And as we're going to end it from there. So as always, big up your damn selves. Take care. And as always, peace.